Alright, we're going to get this started. I'm JRR, and this is podcast numero dos. Number 2. Ni. Zwei. I don't know any other languages, so 2. And all, and all those are copyrighted under the Third National whatever.
Do you need introductions from the rest of us?
Well, for those who've seen the last one, they should know exactly who you guys are. But,
Yeah, but what
for
if
those,
what if someone watched them out of order and they don't know? They're going to be confused.
which would be funny as hell. So,
So what's our topic?
I'll let y'all go in the same order as last time. It'll be Mikey, then Kira, then Victor, then I'll re-kidnap the alphabet, which is copyrighted under the freaking United States penal system of some sort.
Something funny just happened. I just whooped this dude's ass, and now he's sending me PMs, bitching me out.
That's awesome.
Stop sucking.
Like we discussed last week, he must be 12. He's crying because you beat him up.
Victor, send him one simple text. L2B. Learn to block.
The thing is, I kind of suck, really. I mean, I barely play this game.
Okay. L2B space MOAR. Learn to block more. If he keeps coming up after you, put FAH-QUEUE. When you say it, you know exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's all entertaining.
Alright, so introductions. We'll start with Mikey. Go.
Sean M here.
Kira over here. I'm Kira.
I'm Victor. I'm sure you all know me by now.
And
Cleveland.
I'm Double R. So let's recap. I'm Double R. That's Mikey, which is copyrighted under Ninja Turtles. But they can't sue because they're about to get a name change because they're aliens now. The original Powerpuff Girl Giggles.
Frick. Powerpuff Girl.
Well, it's Canadian. It's okay. You're a Canadian Powerpuff Girl. Giggles.
I guess that works. I'll take the color purple.
And Victor Cleveland Donovan.
What'd you say?
Nothing, Cleveland. It's okay.
Oh.
And I'm the alphabet kidnapper because it's all copyrighted nowadays. So, does anyone have any topics they want to go over, or do I just have to start throwing stuff out?
Boobs! Throw it out!
Well, you had a whole list.
I do have a list, but I want to see if anyone has anything else.
I still vote boobs.
We got 2 votes on boobs.
Anybody? What?
Tash said boobs. Kara said boobs. That's 2 votes on
Sure,
boobs.
why not? Why not? Let's throw a third one out there.
Majority rules. We're going to be talking about boobs, apparently.
Woo!
I like tatas. Discuss. Okay, I like real tatas. Discuss.
I don't even know where to go with this.
Which brings up an awesome question. Why do they say they're fake boobs? They're real. It's not like you went to Neverland and imagined that they're there. Like they imagine their food.
I mean, on some of them, they are 100% imaginary, you know?
Yeah, they have an A cup and say they need a double D size. You kind of
Exactly.
They're all made of air.
If you need the air, you're massaging someone's boobs. Wow, this is a very strange topic.
Topic of boobs. Dwayne The Rock Johnson is peck pops of love.
If girls are able to pull that shit off, I would bust up laughing and or fall over laughing.
It'd be awesome. I want to try that shit.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think I have the muscles to do it.
Hi, Jimmy.
Alright, let's go to a different topic before people think we're all perverts. Oh wait, too late.
Okay, so this is fictional. It's not reality, because in reality we're all perverts.
I know we're all perverts, Tash, but I'm just saying, on record.
What are you talking about? I'm innocent.
Right. Alright. For the safety of others, we are going to go ahead and go to the next topic, because you guys scare me. Well, no, not really.
Before we move on,
Oh, go ahead.
I meant to tell you this last week, and I forgot, and I saw your picture change. I got to meet the guy that created Deadpool last week.
Oh, Deadpool's awesome.
I got a bunch of stuff signed, and the first 50 people in line, including myself, got an original, like, sketch he did.
Oh, nice.
Good job.
So, it was well worth waiting 5 hours for, and then rushing off to work.
Ice cream tequila, a mixture of your salt, the pasta and freezer, thanks to Mom. So,
Well, that's very good, though.
and I won't announce very loudly that you're getting very schnockered in about a couple hours.
What's up?
I'm not going to announce on your podcast about you're getting drunk in a few hours.
Okay.
That's a separate podcast for all.
Yeah.
Who's getting drunk?
Wow, this microphone's really strong on the camera.
You can't hear my waves.
Anyway, let's see. We're going to go over some basic topics till somebody comes up with a different one. So what's with that music nowadays, huh?
Sucks.
You know, like, frickin' Rebecca Black, what the hell?
Well, see, the thing about that is,
We all know what we're going to talk about.
there's this trend of just trying to discover the next big thing, and
Muted it, so now I can't hear what they say. Either that or Sean just became really quiet and talking.
You guys confuse the fuck out of me.
I will tell you though that auto-tuning yourself is quite amusing, so I can see where the draw is. But personally, somebody should put a bullet in that girl's larynx so she doesn't sing anymore.
Wait, no. There's a new girl now singing. Freaking, what's her name? Some Courtney chick. It's horrible.
Yeah, I've heard. No, you want to hear the worst singing ever? I saw it on Tash. These two girls singing, it's called like Pretty White Girl Problems, or It's Hard to Be Pretty, and they're ugly girls, so that's what makes it really funny. But they're like, I don't like when you stare at me, it's so hard being pretty. Shut the fuck up.
I've heard that song.
And it's not just, like, on the YouTube anymore that's causing problems.
Oh, God.
I mean, have you turned on the radio and listened to, like, 5 songs in a row? Successfully listened to 5 songs in a row.
Which is why I don't listen to the radio very much anymore.
I just keep my station to the rock station, and it's all the same oldies, so it works for me.
Yeah, oldies, you see my point.
Having to get your ass back home 15 times in 1 hour really pisses me off.
Yeah.
Someone types really freaking fast.
Yeah, that's me, sorry. Like I said, doing homework.
Oh shit, a man's multitasking. Run!
You're lucky you're in Canada.
The end of the world is
No,
not.
you know what? You know what? Stephanie makes a good point. Who's lucky that they're in Canada?
Oh, thanks. That really, really boosts my self-esteem.
She said that really boosts her self-esteem. It's okay, Robin Shabatsky. You need to go watch How I Met Your Mother.
I don't like that show.
Because it accurately portrays Canadians. I understand.
No, it doesn't.
What are you guys going on about?
Oh, that's not funny anymore.
Then why are you still laughing?
Because I laugh at everything.
Then it's still funny. Alright, we'll lay off you for a little while there, Canada. It's okay.
Yeah. You gave us... Who again? Bieber?
Celine Dion.
Brian Adams.
Oh! So from Canada we're getting music stars. From Britain we're getting actors.
Just you wait. Once I get my full license, I'm coming over that way, and then you guys are all screwed.
I live in a gated community. Go for it.
What do you mean screwed? I'm concerned. Is it like a machine screwed? Android screwed?
Yeah, and I don't think a Canadian could survive down here by us. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, what are you talking about?
If you speak any Spanish there, Kara?
No.
Yeah, then never mind. You're done.
I ain't speak none of that Spanish language either.
And that's why you need to stay up in Northern California, James.
I barely speak freaking English, let alone any other language.
Spanish is owned by a third country, so it's copyrighted under... This video is going to be so bad on copyright issues, I see it coming. The word copyright is copyrighted in America. Victor, how's it going over there?
Just responded to a few PMs on PS3.
You don't talk very much.
This is awesome.
It's just that I multitask with so many different things that...
It's not multitasking if you can't talk at the same time.
I guess that's true.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Unless it has, like, a little bit of red in its face and then black, like a hood, then I would say okay. Or even a white face with the black.
Alright, so since we know music sucks, let's talk about these newer games coming out. Just in general. Like how all the games nowadays are having to do the to be continued bullshit.
Well, if the game's narrative is good enough, then by all means have a sequel. I prefer just end the story, and if you can find a way to continue a good enough story, like Portal. Portal ended, and that was that. And, everyone loved it, so they said, okay, well, we can find a way to continue this story. I think a to be continued is only warranted if you can't tell the story in one game. If it's actually long enough. If you make some shitty 3-hour game and put to be continued, you're a douchebag.
Yep.
Case in point, Final Fantasy X2.
I refused, but thank you. I tried.
I can top that.
For that. I won't
Final
even
Fantasy
touch
13. 13-2.
I still haven't made it past Final Fantasy X2.
Yeah, I gave up on the Final Fantasies after X. I tried 12 and it was just god-awful.
13 is not much better.
I played a demo and that was enough Final Fantasy for me. So.
No, you know what? I did play a demo of 13, and when I realized that there was no exploration, I just ran into a straight line until I found another story point. I gave up.
That's what it is. And then they have 13-2 that's out.
Yeah, I heard.
And that's because on 13, it was to be continued.
See, I've been sticking with my Skyrim, Fallout games. I like those. I like playing them on a computer where players can make their own story mods and add stuff to the game. RPGs like Final Fantasy just suck these days. There needs to be a throwback to the old... Oh my god. Like Final Fantasy 2, your wizard goes, then your warrior goes, like... I can't think of the term. But that. Those are good RPGs, because we would sit and spend 8 hours on our day off playing Final Fantasy 2 or 3,
Yeah. 2, 3... 7 was...
7?
Yeah.
You remember when that cowboy that I was hanging out with saved over my game file that had like 200 hours?
Oh, shit!
Oh yeah, no. And the best part was his response. Calm down, man. It's just a game.
Well, I'm going to go with what they say on the WoW forums. Yes, it may just be a game, but it's using my real time.
Exactly. I had every materia mastered for every... Oh my god, I was so mad. But he bought me whiskey, so it helped. It eased the pain a little bit.
Quickly, use the ADD power. Whiskey?
Speaking of drinking, I was drinking with my family last night. It was hilarious. My mom's such a lush. She had 2 beers and a shot of scotch, and she was done. She was all over the place. For those of you who aren't exactly sure what's going on, Victor right now is in an epic battle between him and a 12-year-old boy because he... What's the term?
Okay, I'm done now. Okay, I received another PM from another guy I fought, and this guy actually won. And apparently he wasn't too happy with my tactics. I don't understand. I mean, the guy kicked my ass, yet he's bitching to me. I don't get it.
Wait. He won, and he's sending you a message bitching at you?
Yeah, you know, tournament faggots.
Wow.
Apparently, he got pissed because I kept grabbing his fighter and throwing him. But the thing, he was all up on me, so what the fuck you expect?
He's a turtle, that's what it is. He's a turtle.
What else are you supposed to do?
Yeah. The guy was all up on me. I mean, I'm gonna grab you and throw you through somewhere. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Yep.
So the last guy had to learn to block, and this guy blocks too much. Awesome.
Whatever.
Teleport and sweep, I tell you. That is what I'm sticking with. Teleport and sweep. But the reason why I brought that up is because I think Witcher 2, one of their achievements is to be continued. And then you see what the achievement is, and that's completing the game.
I'll be right back.
Oh, he's getting a shotgun.
I can barely hear anybody just typing.
Fine, I'll stop with the damn typing, Jesus. I only had a few questions left. I can hold off and finish it later. There you go, Kira.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Pain in the ass.
That's what girls are supposed to do.
Okay, so moving to movies.
Movies.
Now, I don't... No, not boobies. Movies.
I said movies! Where are you
She said movies. Get your head out of the gutter, pervert boy.
Boobies. No.
She okay, let's move on to movies, and she goes.
So now that we're talking about porns,
boobies.
No, but what I'm meaning to say is like cartoons, anime, and games being translated to movies.
Oh,
apparently, the people who translate comics to movies, they figured it out.
Yeah.
Everyone else is failing more.
There's one coming out in November. Let me see. I pulled up IMDb coming soon, so let me see if I can locate it. I don't remember what it's called. Well, I think it's what it's called. Have you seen the preview for this?
Which one?
It's called Wreck-It Ralph. It's by Pixar. Apparently, it's the story of a video game character getting tired of being the bad guy, and he like jumps into other video games. And in the trailer, it shows him at a bad guy support group with like Bowser and Robotnik and Kano and all that. It looks amazing. I think it's gonna be the first non-video game movie about video games that'll be decent, if that makes sense. Like, it's not a movie based on a video game. It's a made-up video game movie.
Ah, I'm catching you. Kind of like Lola Bunny being a made-up character for Space Jam, and then she stuck around.
Yeah, here.
There'll probably be
There you go. I
second-
sent the link to it. You can probably see the preview there. Oh wait, whoops! I clicked on the wrong thing.
Lola Bunny's awesome.
Except they wrote her into the continuity, so she started appearing other places she wasn't actually in.
That one surprised me. I'll take a look at it in a little bit, because if I pop anything open, the recording device freaks out.
I understand.
I'm back, guys.
Oh shit!
Hey, Cleveland's back. Did you find Peter?
Fuck
Oh
you,
lord.
racist pricks.
We love you too, Victor.
I don't know, man. I've been hearing for years they've been trying to work on a Death Note movie, and I would love to see it.
What the fuck is Death Note?
An anime, an awesome anime.
I've never seen it, but from what I understand, this kid finds a Death's notebook, and if he writes someone's name down in it, they're dead.
They die horribly.
God modding.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, I don't know how people couldn't figure out a way to get around this. I mean, you find out the person's name and you just have a fun time with it. How do you spell your name? Oh, that's simple. C L E V.
I see where you're going with that.
Why didn't you die? Oh, I'm sorry, I misspelled it. That's S E. But seriously, the person would have to know your full name. I'll be like, really? Why don't you just throw their own name back at them? See what happens. That'd be like me getting a book and having to assassinate another me.
Write the name John Smith in it and see how they die.
Damn.
Death count 2,000.
Well, that
And
takes down the
thus,
population.
the Smith name was wiped off the planet forever.
And yet, the whole sad thing is it would leave Stan Smith standing. Way to go, American Dad. You saved him.
And speaking of comics and movies, I talked to Rob Liefeld when I was waiting in line, and he says they're still continuing to work on the Deadpool movie. The script looks spectacular, and Ryan Reynolds is amazing in the short scenes that he's already looked at.
Well,
That'd be cool if they had thought boxes just pop up.
So if the creator of the character says it's going to be a great movie, I'm in. I'm behind it. I trust him.
yeah. The reason why I point out something like that is Ryan Reynolds.
I mean, he's the guy who made the character. You know, he's the one who made him a smartass and the little yellow boxes and everything. If he says, hey, it looks really good, you fans are going to be pleased, I trust him. I wouldn't trust, like, a director or Ryan Reynolds saying that, because what the fuck does he know? But,
Oh, they already filming it?
yeah, it's already being filmed.
Why haven't I heard much about it then?
Yeah, it's apparently being kept under wraps.
Huh.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to disappoint people.
Well, here's the thing. If you watched Blade Trilogy,
Uh-huh.
Ryan Reynolds, his portrayal of Hannibal King, people who've read the comic threw a flag on him because they didn't think that was the proper portrayal of Hannibal King. However, that's the proper portrayal of Deadpool.
Except slightly more crazy and
Yeah.
more yellow and white boxes.
Exactly. Now remember, his box is only he can see, apparently, so it's going to be looking kind of weird for everyone else who's looking at him, which will be amusing to see. You see a big yellow thought box, and he's looking at reading it, and then someone else pops up going, what's he
That
looking
makes me
at?
curious. How they gonna like implement that in the movie? Like, is he gonna like go off script and look at the audience and
Oh,
acknowledge?
yeah.
Stints?
Oh, I'm sure he's going to. He'll stop and point, and boxes will pop up, and I could see a little, like, word box pop out on the screen. He has an argument with the word box. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, here's the thing. Deadpool is known for breaking the fourth wall.
He broke the fourth wall perfectly in the last movie that he was in. think about it. When his head was severed, he still looked at the camera and
gave as much response as he could.
He was.
Yeah.
But there's a comic.
At the audience.
There's a comic for Deadpool where he's spoofing Spider-Man.
Uh-huh.
He's got a rope. The rope is already snapped, and he's holding a guy. And he rants about something about, this rope would have been a lot better if the comic wasn't made so cheaply. So he's aware of his situation.
That's awesome.
So I'm sure he'll be aware that he's in a movie, and if he gets, like, say, tied up and surrounded by 100 enemies, he'll stop the movie, go over to the director and say, listen, I can't die like this. This isn't right. We need to fix this. And I can just imagine him walking off the set, like, into his trailer, taking his costume off, you know.
But no,
if they take it that far, it'll please fans.
But again, the reason why I brought that up is because, like I said, comics are getting the idea. But it's the games and the anime and the cartoons that are out of their frickin' mind. Look at Inspector Gadget, for Pete's sake.
Well, like, when it comes to video games, certain video games have very limited story and background for characters.
Chun-Li?
So, trying to give them a decent story and backstory is really difficult, especially when they're trying to do it real fast, like get the movie out quickly. They don't spend enough time on it, I think, so.
I don't think they play the actual games to...
That too. 5 minutes in, we can do this?
I have to agree with Victor. Like I said on one of my rants about The Legend of Chun-Li, all they did was take a script of action heroine who went out for revenge for her father. All they did was erase the names and put Chun-Li for the female. Chun-Li's dad is the person that gets killed, and M. Bison, who happens to be Irish for some strange reason, he's the boss. Awesome. He's the main bad guy. Yeah, by the way, just so you know, Mikey, Bison is Irish.
94% of all movies made on video games suck.
Yeah. Point? So Bison's Irish now.
I thought Bison was Taiwan or something. Taiwanese or whatever.
His base.
I always assumed he was from one of those dictator like Middle East countries.
Yeah, he's Irish.
Well, like, movies made from books are pretty shitty too, like, because they leave out so much.
There's a good website, Kara. If you send me a message on Facebook and remind me, there's a website that's books to movies that lets you compare the book version of the movie version. It tells you what they cut out.
Yeah, okay, I'll ask you that after.
I just looked at, because I read the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series, and they cut a lot out of that one. But then, like we talked about last week, Game of Thrones, they didn't cut anything out of the first season. Like, it was all there. So, I kind of have to trust sometimes that the decisions they make are better.
Isn't that the show with the mom or son or sister and brother or have a kid or something like that?
Yeah, the sister and the brother, they're twins and they have 3 kids together.
No, that's fucked up.
And that's the least fucked up thing in that series.
I've only watched 2 episodes, so...
How old was Daenerys?
4.5.
Mikey, question.
Yo.
How old was Daenerys in the series?
13.
In the TV series, they actually portrayed her as 13 years old.
Oh, no, in the TV series? Oh, I'm sorry, no, I think she's like 14 or 15. It's the same thing with Jon Snow and Robb. In the series, they look like they're 18, 19, but, they're 13, 14 in the book. Even Sansa looks, she is 16 in real life, so she looks old, but she's supposed to be 12. So, knowing the real ages throws it off.
Excuse me, I have a naked child.
Well, like I said, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because, especially The Legend of Chun-Li, I threw so many... Oh, Lord, I threw flags. Other reviewers were throwing flags, too. Okay, Chun-Li is supposed to be an Interpol cop, right? We all know this.
Yep.
If you played Street Fighter 2 or anything after Street Fighter 2, she's an Interpol agent / cop. That's what she's known for. Legend Chun-Li states the following. She's a concert pianist. Never been on the force. Right? Yeah, concert pianist. Never been on the police force. And apparently is a demi-vigilante.
Wow. Well, come to think of it, Chun-Li wasn't always with Interpol. I think, like in Street Fighter 2, you got to like choose between two endings with her. Like, she could be a police for Interpol or live the life of an ordinary girl. I mean, I guess that signifies that she was something else before then, but I could be wrong.
Oh, you know what? I'll give you that one, but she wasn't white. It's the reason I tried to watch the last Airbender movie. I got through 10 minutes of it, and all the like Asian characters were white. And nope, can't do it. Sorry. I could accept if one or two of them were white, but every single character in the movie is white. Sorry.
Are we talking about one of the early live action Street Fighter movies, or?
No, we're talking about Legend of Chun-Li.
Oh, I never saw that movie, unfortunately.
No, fortunately, you're lucky.
Yeah, at least the other Street Fighter movie, it accepted the fact it knew it was going to be bad, so it tried to pass it off as a, like, action comic. It was still bad, but at least at that point they're like, well, screw it, we already know what's going to happen. Here we go.
But, the Chun-Li in that Legend of Chun-Li movie was Asian. She was played by, Christine, I forgot.
A white girl. Oh, well, no, tanned white girl.
Kristen, I forgot. She that girl who played Solana on Smallville.
Yeah, Kristen Kirk is her name.
Yeah, she Asian, isn't she? I mean, she's Canadian,
she's white.
But
she's part Asian, I think. She's got the look.
Why should anybody's skin tone matter about anything?
Well, there you go. She's Asian, so there you go.
Well, that's like saying put Tiger Woods in for a frickin' Balrog. He's black.
Hey, Kristen Kirk, Canadian. There's something going for our country.
No, there's not.
No, you got Justin Bieber going for your company.
Yes!
He was hatched.
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture of this girl. I guess she kind of has Asian eyes, but she's white.
She's still hot.
Not really.
And Vega had black hair. So I'm all confused about that too. Although Vega's supposed to be Spanish, I understand that part. So maybe he's supposed to have black hair, but a video game said, screw you, he's blonde.
It's just like when they're casting a movie and the part is clearly for someone, say, Japanese, and they cast Koreans, Chinese, any other type of Asian other than Japanese person.
Yeah.
It's all on black.
Yeah. Kind of like Goku and his white version.
Another movie I gotta see.
That boy cannot be any more white.
Hey, Goku's from another planet, so he's allowed to be white. Because maybe white people conquered planets a long time ago, early in our evolution, and that's Goku is the missing link. You see what I see? I solved it.
Wow, really? That's the story you're going with?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, damn it. Well,
White power! Wait a minute.
Yeah, you're not gonna watch that.
Yeah, I'm glad that I have headphones in because I don't want that particular phrase screamed very loudly in my neighborhood.
Well, it's kind of funny. They know what race you are, correct? My son is blonde hair.
To us, it's hilarious.
Yeah, figure that one out, folks.
What?
All the recessive genes went to my boy. So he's blonde-haired, blue-eyed, part black.
Oh, the ninja baby!
And gorgeous.
Well, James, it's like we used to say, you're right half WP, you're black half. You know?
Yeah, I'm starting to notice that.
His blonde hair, blue-eyed.
He's a ninja! He takes his daddy's
One day he's going to stub his toe, his eyes are going to turn green, and he's going to start shooting energy blasts. That was just redirecting to other people.
Don't they call that changing in diaper?
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, animated movies usually fails horribly.
Yeah, but But each day,
And
hour or two, because I'm 90% of the time going to be here. At least for the first month or two.
the big thing I've also noticed is, especially for Dragon Ball, they have animated movies. Yet they're going to push for live action and completely twist it to where people are like, what the hell am I looking at?
Well, because that's the American thing, man. We gotta take stuff made in other countries and change it, and like...
See, you Americans fuck everything up.
What are you talking about?
You Canadians aren't better. Canada has not released a decent movie in itself in a long time. I'm talking more like French, English...
How are we gonna try? Because
movies.
If we make the attempt,
I don't think that was Canadian.
If we make the attempt, we can't...
I'm not sure what it was. I don't know
what's
any
the
company
word?
wants to actually take credit on that one.
No, they really
We
don't.
can't shame ourselves if we don't make the effort, so...
So then, if you don't make the effort, you don't get a say there, Canada or America Junior.
America Junior? What the? That's not right. Well, partially, but that's not right.
I'm older than all of you. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding.
No, you're probably not.
I was joking.
Wow, this
It's okay. When you turn 17 next month, you can let us know.
I'm older than that! Screw you
Wow.
guys. I can legally drink, so...
Well, yeah, but what's the legal drinking age in Canada? 13?
No, it's 19.
13 is in Germany, man. Focus.
Uh,
I can legally drink in the States in, what's today, the 10th? 12 days from now.
Good
Okay,
old,
so
good old humans.
yeah, I think we're all older than you.
Yeah, I know. That's
by a
okay.
lot.
I'm a few
I
months
think Uncle
younger
there is
than
older than me by a lot.
Mikey, who's a few years younger than JRR, and no one knows Victor's age.
I do.
Well, and Lisa's still really young. She's only 23 and holding on for a couple more years.
Damn straight.
Alright, we've touched on this topic earlier, so we're going to go ahead and hit it with a baseball bat now.
Movies?
No, I've actually hit that topic.
Oh, Lisa.
I hit it like this. Huh! No, anyway.
Ew.
The crazy folks, quote unquote, in cartoons, comics, movies. What I mean by crazy is the Eddie Brock version of Venom, Deadpool, Invader Zim, Freakazoid, Wacko. People that do things that are so asinine, but somehow they get the job done. Short of Zim.
Well, Freakazoid did the old Bugs Bunny routine, really. He just harassed and annoyed until the villains just gave up and said, look, I'm tired of dealing with your ass. Whatever. You win. I mean, Invisible, really? You just call him a mocking nickname until he just gives up.
That sounds like a Deadpool item.
Exactly. Harass and mock someone relentlessly until they give in.
It works. I mean, what was it? I think the Lobe, I want to say it is. The guy with the big brain, pretty much.
Yeah.
He had a machine that was turning people into zombie clowns. That combination of things is just odd by itself.
Yep.
But Loeb's logic was, there's a knock at the door. It's a clown. The clown's being playful. He's actually making people laugh. Of course they're going to get into your home. But as a zombie, he can command them to do whatever he wants. Well, Freakazoid, in his infinite wisdom, loosely text, he just bad-mouths the plan. It's a stupid plan. The plan will never work. What the hell are you smoking? Pretty much stuff like that. He just badgers the plan. He badgers it bad enough to where Loeb looks at Freakazoid and goes, it's a good plan, damn it. I came up with it. It's a good plan. It's infallible. You cannot stop this plan. So they go back and forth until finally Loeb actually starts crying and walks off. They find out after the fact, Freakazoid looks around and goes, is he gone? Is he out of earshot? Good. Oh my god, I had no plan to get rid of that plan.
Yeah, he's like, wow, that was a good plan. Holy...
Yeah, that was a great
That's the
plan.
smartest thing he's ever done.
I was so screwed if that would have worked.
Yep.
But the insanity, as y'all can tell, does work to a point. Zim is the total opposite way. He's insane. Well, he's partially sane. Gur is completely insane, which leads to no success. Unless he wants to take revenge on Dib. Then it's successful all out the wazoo. Which I still don't get. Why don't he just kill Dib and get it over with? I don't know.
Because it's a PG cartoon, that's why.
Well, yeah, that's part of the reason. No, but an example of this is Zim makes a portal to go back in time. So he tries to send a big robot just to kill Dib from the get-go. Can't work. It's some stipulation that he made. So he throws a pig in. Not a real pig, just like a little toy squeaky pig. He throws that in. The pig takes over an item in Dib's time. So Dib was riding a tricycle, it became the tricycle, which of course had Dib bounce along the road and hit a tree. This of course had repercussions to current Dib, because he started having life support, teeth were broken, skull cracked. So Zim kept throwing pigs in. Well, Dib became a big mecha monster and just decided to try to end Zim. Zim, out of his desperation, wanted to end his plan. So he throws a pig back to when he started throwing pigs in the first place. Tosses it. Well, he stopped himself from throwing all the pigs in by replacing his brain with the pig. Again, the plan works, but since he doesn't think about it, it backfires. There's a couple episodes where Zim just goes nuts. Like the water balloon episode, that was just awesome.
Yeah.
He's gonna take all the water on Earth and drop it on one mofo. Just one guy. Here's your water balloon, motherfucker. Boof. Done. So it shows he does have capability to do things. He just doesn't have the logic. Unfortunately, I have to say this in retrospect. Deadpool is the total opposite of Zim. He's a freaking genius and insane, and all his, surprisingly, are logically thought out. Granted, it's not normal logic. Anybody who could stop Domino from chasing them by knocking her into a thing of pancakes? I mean, seriously, she stopped trying to kill him because she was knocked into pancakes.
Victor, are you singing?
No.
Sounded like it.
Where you get these kind of headphones from?
Alright, folks, I'll be right back. It's a beer break.
It'll be our 30.
And she said, can you use them because she give them to the kids?
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
can.
Victor, did you have a topic, or are you doing something too?
I already know this parent has said.
We're covering as many topics as possible.
I'm confused.
What's that?
I'm confused.
Victor.
Water, please. Either carry or mix.
Cleveland.
Not yet fixed. But it just
What, did everyone go on vacation?
No, I'm still here. Everyone else just went poof.
I'm eating dinner right now, so...
Oh. It's OBR 30 and dinner time. Yeah, good combination.
That house welcome from the garden. Energy level 7 out of 10. That's exactly.
Someone's watching something.
Very happy, outgoing. Literally the perfect.
Alright, let me break something down real quick while we wait for others to get back and ready. I have noticed that Diablo 3 has a lot of things set up from the WoW forums. A lot of things that they've done in Diablo, well, at least number 3, they brought up in the forums for WoW. Pretty much as an experiment. So by looks of it, all the things that they were planning on doing for WoW, they went through on Diablo 3 first to see if it will run properly. Pretty much if you down a boss, each character has their own set of loot to worry about.
So it's not how it used to be where we could steal each other's loot?
Nope.
Nope. If you down a boss, a set of loot will drop for one person, and on the other person, it'll drop another set of loot.
So here's the biggest complaint that I've heard, though. You can jump in and out of games as you want, yes?
Mm-hmm.
You can, yeah.
So, but also what people have been complaining the most about, you, me, Lisa, and Kara are fighting a boss, and some guy jumps into our game, and then just parks himself there. The game has now gotten exponentially harder because there's another player, but because this guy isn't helping, we're all going to get wiped.
You can only have 4 people in a game.
Well, but okay, well then 3 people are playing, and somebody jumps in, makes it harder, but doesn't help.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
My biggest complaint, I was telling James this last night, I'm totally against the always online DRM. It's ridiculous to me. As someone who's in the military and did a considerable amount of gaming in a foreign country without internet, I just cannot support a company that's basically telling me, well, sorry, you know, you're going to be where there's no internet, you can't play this game that you've already paid $60 for.
Well, it's a lot like the DLC content for most of the systems now. You pay for the DLC, you
I'm
can't
against
use
that
it
shit
when
too. You don't release a half-finished game and then tell me, oh, and now pay $8.99 to get the actual ending of the game. That's stupid.
Yeah. Well, the thing I do like about Diablo 3 that I've noticed is if you know the person, like your real ID friends and all that, it's easy to hop in games with them because you know where they're at. You can chase them down where they're at, and you can help out. No problem. The major issue I've had, that I've noticed anyway, how can I say this? I went through and made like a couple classes just to see how they compare. My barbarian ran up, hit something twice, it dies. My mage shoots something, it takes like 3 shots for a mage to drop something. You use the demon hunter, 1 shot, 1 kill. Now this is all from like basic where they're at from the start.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I can see it a little bit, but at the same time, you're a mage. If you can't put enough power to take something out in 1 shot, like someone can with a hand crossbow,
yeah,
especially the undead or mobile dead, seriously, shoot
and I've
it.
heard monks are severely underpowered until they reach like level 30 or 40.
Yeah.
Then they're like monks in D&D where they just walk up and go, excuse me, you're going to die now, and things die.
Exactly.
Speaking of D&D, I'm starting to DM this week. I'm trying to convince one of the players to play a monk.
On what game?
D&D 3.5.
Ah. What, did they all go ranged or something?
No, but they're going to need some type of nimble fighter. They have a barbarian, a rogue, and a ranger. They need someone that can walk up and just punch things. Like I said, monks in D&D, if you take the right stats, they're Bruce Lee, essentially. They just walk up and punch things 2 or 3 times, and it's over.
Well, there's a... What was it? If they take up the feat sneak attack, they can get in from the attack of opportunity without taking that hit from them. Which is a great help. Trust me.
Well, they're going to need it when I'm with all the evil, terrible things I'm going to be throwing at them. They always tell you your goal shouldn't be to murder your party. No, my goal is to murder my party while giving them a fun time. They're facing a dragon wormling at level 1. We'll see how they do.
Stop blocking the tail with your face! It doesn't work!
Well, the trick is, it's a gag. I mean, I'm going to, quote-unquote, roll some dice for them to win. It's just one of those things that they're going to have to do and worry that they're all going to die and have to make new characters. And then I'm going to roll a dice and go, you guys just cut its head off. Holy crap, good job.
I'm going to do my defensive roll of, ooh. Well, would you look at that? I rolled a 1. Good hit!
Anyway, sorry. I took us off topic once again.
Eh.
Like we actually have a topic in these things.
No, we're just all over the place.
Well, that's why we're
Here's
like
here's
mowing
a
through
topic.
most of the topics.
Beer is good.
And I do mean mowing through. Mowing through.
Oh, just
Whee!
fucking
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, did y'all know, just for FYI, if you haven't been keeping up with the Spider-Man comics, there is Anti-Venom out there now.
Wait, an Anti-Venom?
I shit you not.
So now wait a minute, because I haven't been following for a long time. The last time Venom was a true neutral guy now. Like he does more good because he's finally realized him no be dumb and do bad things. So what is Anti-Venom? Carnage?
No, I see where you're confused, and trust me, I looked at it like it was a joke. I read one of the later Spider-Man comics, and apparently Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four for a little bit because Human Torch is dead.
Yeah, Torchy died, so Spider-Man joined up with the Fantastic Four.
He has like the Foundation or something like that.
Yeah,
I swore he said something about I look like Anti-Venom, and I thought he was joking. I thought he was bullshitting.
yeah, just making like a haha Anti-Venom.
Yeah, Venom's in black and I'm all in white. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's a good joke. So I went back quite a few comics, and yeah, apparently Eddie Brock was given a new version of
Hold on, I hear a lot of weird noise.
Yeah, so do I.
But yeah, Eddie Brock.
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
I had a headset on, and I guess the microphone didn't work. So I said, did anybody hear me back then? But since nobody answered, I'm guessing it didn't work. So.
Oh.
Yeah, hear you loud and clear now.
Oh yeah.
All right. Good.
But yeah, the Anti-Venom thing. Apparently Eddie Brock, who was, as we know, the original Venom, not that skinny movie version of Eddie Brock, what the hell ever that was. For those of you who don't know, Eddie Brock started pumping iron a lot to get revenge on Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Which is why Venom is considered stronger. He was a symbiote. He knew all of Spider-Man's abilities. Transferred him over to Eddie while he was Venom. And Venom started pumping, working out to get bigger, better, stronger. Which is why Venom is so much bigger than Spider-Man.
Right.
With that being said, backstory notes, Eddie Brock has brain cancer. Which is why Venom himself went insane. Why he started just picking on Spider-Man instead of trying to kill him.
Wow.
It was actually diagnosed for Eddie Brock that he had brain cancer, which is why the symbiote Venom had to leave.
Right.
His host is dying. He doesn't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fast forward a little bit. Apparently, some reasoning, some mystical... A lot of the Spider-Man stuff isn't just technical anymore. It's all mystical, weird kung fu shit. And I do mean mystical, weird kung fu shit. Like, if you killed... There's a storyline where Ben Reilly gets killed. It pissed off Peter, which in turn pissed off all the spiders of the world, which knocked nature out of balance, which caused zookeepers to lose control of the zoos, which had animals in New York City running amok. All because, in a nutshell, Peter Parker got pissed, and the Natural Order things went nuts.
Wow.
Yeah. Weird.
Is this the comics?
They, of course, have a very long, convoluted explanation of why nature decided to go frickin' crazy. But in a nutshell, she summed it up as, now the spider is pissed off. And you're like, really? Peter Parker gets mad. All of nature goes nuts? Did he become Storm? Did I miss a memo? But Anti-Venom, apparently, is some being that could take away Venom, Carnage, and Spider-Man's powers, at least temporarily. If he scratches any of them, they lose an ability.
Wow.
So Anti-Venom was trying to catch a crook. Spider-Man showed up, saw Anti-Venom, was like, oh, goody goody. They got into a tussle, and Anti-Venom scratched him once. Spider-Sense, now gone. And because he couldn't detect anything, got scratched again. Super Strength, now gone.
Holy crap.
So he was trying to fight with his agility. Got caught a third time, and then got webbed into a wall.
Wow.
So pretty much he had no strength, no speed, and his spider sense was destroyed. They'd come back in time, but That's what Anti-Venom is for. He's the neutralizer.
Oh, okay.
Just went to the title of this movie.
Forgive me, guys. I gotta do some typing real quick.
Also found there's a quarantine.
Wow. But the thing that makes that kind of comical was there's a scene where Anti-Venom tied him up, okay? Pretty much webbed him into a wall and said, stay here. I'm going to take care of this. So he goes off to fight, and the comic goes back to Spider-Man, where he's like, okay, think, PD, think. It's just webbing. It's just webbing. We got to get out of this. So he's grabbing, he uses his foot to knock things over so he can bring it to himself. And he's like, okay, I know this is going to burn like hell, but I'm getting out of here.
Wow, that's some loud-ass typing.
Yeah, that's me. I'm sorry.
So
You can barely make out what Laser is saying.
Yeah, my microphone on my new laptop is directly next to the keyboard. I apologize. I gotta send an email for class. I'm done though.
Alright.
No problem.
Well, in a nutshell, Parker spilled some stuff on the webbing to burn it off. He understood that it burned him too, but he burned off the webbing. No sooner did he burn off the webbing and get free, did Venom, or Anti-Venom, web him again, and goes, come here, you gotta see this. So, of course, Spider-Man's natural reaction was, oh, come on!
Yeah.
I just suffered, like, how many burns to get this webbing off me in the first place, and you just put it back on? You dick! But that's pretty much Anti-Venom's job. If he scratches anybody with spider-like abilities, they lose one.
Wow.
And, of course, this went to Eddie Brock. Now, the whole kick in the face is everyone believes Eddie Brock is insane. Well, gee, can't imagine why.
Eddie Brock is Anti-Venom?
Now, yes. So he went from Venom to Anti-Venom.
I'm guessing this is all from the comic books?
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird shit.
Oh.
Like I said, a lot of the Spider-Man stuff is more based on mystical than technological anymore. I think the current string they're on is Doc Ock trying to nuke the planet, in a nutshell.
Wow.
Well, he made a bunch of bombs, and Spider-Man managed to reset the bombs by synchronizing the clocks, which wouldn't seem like a good idea, until he points out it's daylight savings time.
What?
So the system, by default, had to reset its own clocks because of daylight savings time, which gave the team another hour to defuse the initial bombs.
Wow.
But because of that, it gave Ock time to set up something to where everything Spider-Man did, Dr. Octopus was able to point out Spider-Man's the villain. He's the bad guy. It's his fault. I'm trying to help you guys and do this and this and this and this. Well, Spider-Man finally gets Doc to admit, although he has no way to record it, but Dr. Octopus went, yeah, you're right. My time is short. I don't care to save people. I'm not a doctor who saves people. When everyone accepts the fact that you're the bad guy, we're going to get all our satellites up in the air, and then I'm going to just fry the planet. And of course, Spider-Man's like, yeah, that's not going to happen. Sure enough, the last issue I got to read, Dr. Octopus is actively frying the planet.
Wow.
And the reason why he's getting away with it is because every major hero section is off-planet doing something else. Like the Fantastic Four were called away to do something major. The X-Men were busy doing something else entirely. So it's all over the place.
As Spider-Man's the only hero on Earth at the moment?
Spider-Man's the only hero on Earth with any intelligence left to fight him. Because the Avengers have been taken out by Doc Ock. Yeah, Thor's down, Iron Man's out, whoever else was left is beaten.
Speaking of the Avengers, I was just doing some research on the villain that's in the next Iron Man movie. And they're not being necessarily true to the comics. It's Cold Fusion, who I guess is Norman Osborn in the comics when he led the Dark Avengers.
Ah.
I thought the next villain in Iron Man 3 was the Mandarin.
Well, it is. The Mandarin is pulling Cold Fusion strings, apparently. And what cold fusion is, apparently, in the movie is going to be a suit that the military made based on the specifications that War Machine gave them, and some lieutenant's going to get it and go batshit crazy or something.
Oh, does that have something to do with that that Iron Patriot photo that leaked online?
Yes. Yes.
That
That's exactly what it is.
That sounds like the whole comic line of the current Venom incarnation now.
But see, in the comics, Norman Osborn steals one of Iron Man's suits and makes the Anti-Avengers. They basically just pose as the Avengers and do crazy shit in his attempt to take over the United States or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all convoluted. You know how that stuff is.
Yeah, like, what was it? I think it was Bullseye who was posing as Spiderman or some shit like that.
No, Bullseye was posing as Hawkeye.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I knew
Wolverine's son was posing as Wolverine. You know, and all that jazz.
Wolverine has a son?
Yeah, in the comics he has a kid.
I know he has a daughter. I forgot her name.
Yeah, I don't remember the son's
X-23
name either. Like, Hulk has a bunch of kids, too. In Old Man Logan, the United States is broken into, like, territories controlled by Hulk's kids.
What?
Yeah. And this is when Wolverine's, like, 350, 400 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. Sounds about right. You can do it, Mighty Midget. You can heal through anything. Go. Him and his
I have the death of Wolverine somewhere too, and he finally his brother comes back and just kills him. And by that point, he's like 600 and has Xavier's brain imparted in his. They hinted to that at the end of the third X-Men movie, where Patrick Stewart was talking about your brain. You know, a psychic can impart part of their brain on someone else's, and way into the future, Wolverine took on Xavier's, like, psychic personality or something.
That's messed up.
So they're sharing the same body.
Oh, that's all we need, a berserker that can think. Apparently there's a comic series out there also called Avengers vs. X-Men.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I found a lot of technical flaws on that, so I'm not even... I mean a lot of technical flaws. A lot of technical flaws.
You read them already?
Well, they're not done yet, but the first 4... Oh, my lord. How can I say this properly? Cyclops is not an idiot. If you are facing Captain America, and your whole thing is shooting energy blasts, where do you shoot?
The legs.
Cyclops' answer? The shield. This guy is charging at me with the shield. I'm going to shoot the shield. Needless to say, when they do the battle stats, it shows first concussion of the quote war. Cyclops. Because Captain America dodged the blast and threw the shield. I was like, seriously?
Maybe he was trying to blast it out of his hand.
You shoot for the feet!
Here's one for you, James, since you want to talk about technical fallacies.
Yeah.
I read it. I wish I could find the source for it. Everything is supposed to bounce off of Captain's shield, right?
Well, it wasn't even bouncing off. It just scattered.
Well, this is what I'm saying, though. His shield is supposed to reflect everything due to vibrations or something like that. The physicist theory that I read said that it shouldn't be able to bounce off things like it's Xena.
Right. But I was just sitting there, I'm sitting there trying to figure this out. I'm like, Cyclops is a tactical genius.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. Tactically, he's a genius. Tactically, being the operative word.
Yeah, but tactics don't mean anything in the heat of a real battle.
But yeah, apparently Cyclops checked out his brain because he's now the leader of the mutant nation.
Wow.
Magneto handed it over to Cyclops. Now what makes it funny is Cyclops feigned defeat. He's like, oh, well, okay, we, the mutants, we lost. We lost. Surrender, we lost. The Avengers beat us. So the Avengers run them, put them up on the little Stark ship, whatever. Or put them on the SHIELD ship, I should say. And of course, one of the X-Men come back as Doctor Strange going, don't worry, your mutant is fine. And Wolverine, who was working with the Avengers, who is leading Xavier's school, one more time, Wolverine, who is leading Xavier's school for the gifted, which are mutants, who is working with the working with the Avengers. Are we processing that?
Yeah, continue.
Besides the fact everyone called him a traitor, but obvious reason.
Yeah.
But Wolverine came out, and he saw the Avengers relax, he saw the X-Men sitting there relax, and he saw the member of the Avengers that was holding one of the X-Men. Wolverine's nose twitched, and he's like, no, y'all just got effed up. Y'all got set up. This is a setup. I know Cyclops. This is a fucking setup. This is a setup beyond belief. You can't be this stupid. You really cannot be this stupid. And of course, Captain America's like, oh, shut up, it's not that bad. Cyclops went, oh yes, it is that bad. Everyone out. And the X-Men pretty much left him. The whole thing was they set up a distraction time so they can get a head start on finding the Phoenix. Which, of course, happens to be Cyclops' daughter. You can't imagine why he wants to protect his daughter. I can't imagine why.
Hey, I hate to interrupt. I just found something interesting. I'm about to blow your mind.
Oh?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Sierra Mist is just another way to say Mountain Dew.
Nice.
What?
Sierra is another word for mountain. Mist is another word for dew.
Bullshit.
Mind explosion.
You're a liar.
I think we lost Kira, but that's alright.
No, she said she had to be right back, see if you would pay attention.
Ah. Touche. But yeah, that's kind of funny when you think about it. Oh, that's good stuff. So we covered a lot of topics. Victor, didn't you have a topic you wanted to cover?
Oh, I wanted to have you guys ever heard of E3?
Yes.
That happened last week.
Yeah, it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, I think it was all last week. I don't know if you guys was familiar with it. I thought maybe that'd be an interesting topic to talk about.
Yeah, I try and keep up on it most years. This year, from what I've read and seen, there was only one or two new series announcements, and the rest of it was just sequels and not even like, hey, this will be out in a couple months. It was more, hey, so we're working on this. We'll get it to you whenever we feel like getting it to you. It was really lackluster from everything that I've read.
Yeah, it was. I saw it all. It was nothing to talk about, really.
Oh, I guess we did lose Kara. Oh, she's back. The only good ones that I saw was like the new God of War game coming out. I'm excited for that.
Oh.
Speaking of which, what in the hell is with all these games putting QuickTime events in there? What the hell?
You know, I don't know how I feel, because when they're used correctly, I think they add to the game. Somebody has a dog.
Yeah, I do.
I think when added to the game, they can enhance it. But when it's just randomly tossed in there as just like, oh, well, we have QuickTime events, then it's stupid. You know, I hated in Resident Evil 4, right in the middle of a damn story section, I'd set the controller down to, watch the story, and then all of a sudden, I gotta pick it up, I gotta start tapping buttons.
Yeah, a lot of people have brought that up, too.
Hey, I like that. That was unexpected.
Yeah, I'll give you that, Victor. That's what I hated the most about it, is I'd be, into the story, and all of a sudden, better tap A or Ashley's gonna die. wanted that fool
Okay.
to die anyway.
1 second here. What are we talking about? I kind of
Quick time events.
What?
Quick time
Quick
events.
time events.
Oh, man.
Greatest costume ever.
Now, I wouldn't... like you said, it makes sense if it helps progress the story in a way. But if you're sitting there... Like, everyone's used to cutscenes being a cutscene. Thank you, Final Fantasy, for that one. But you see what I'm saying? When the cutscene is going, you expect the cutscene to be a cutscene. That's like playing, say, Xenosaga, where they have 5,000 hours of exposition. And all of a sudden it's, oh, you better hit X. Oh, no, you didn't hit X. Reset from the beginning of the story.
Yeah.
And now you gotta hear all this again.
Worse is the default setting where when you're going through like a long talk and it defaults to, I didn't hear you, please repeat yourself. More than once on Ocarina of Time, I'd be sitting there tapping to get through that stupid owl talking. And it always defaulted to, I didn't understand, please tell me again. No! Shut up!
That was freaking annoying.
That just shows that you need to pay attention.
Yeah, I know. Instead of being in a rush to hurry up and get through things, I know.
Yes, kids, read. It'll do you good in the long run.
But you know, when it's your 5th time playing through the game, like, I don't think you need to read what the stupid owl's saying. Oh, Link, you're going to be the hero of destiny! Ho 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 ho!
The hell you doing playing a game the 5th time over?
Challenge myself to see if I can get through it faster.
Can we say barbecue? Sure.
I get bored every now and then, and I'll just completely wipe my save in a game and start from scratch.
I've done that with one of the Spyro games I've had. I've played it like 20 times. My record for it's 2 hours.
I routinely do that with Plants vs. Zombies.
Oh, yeah.
What is up with people playing that game? It's so weird.
The greatest tower defense game ever made.
It's pretty much, that's what it is right there. Tower defense is all it is.
Spectacular. It's zombies and plants who attack them. I don't understand how you don't see how awesome that is.
It's so weird.
It's comical weird. It's not just, how can I say this? The first couple stages are simple, and you're easily able to get it. It's when they start doing the later stages at you, where you got bungee cord zombies.
Oh my god.
The Juggernaut zombies. The Mini-Me zombies. The mining zombies.
Those are easy to get, though. I just plant bombs at the back.
Yeah, exactly. But you see what I'm saying? It changes your tactics, because you now know you have to worry about stuff going under the ground. Stuff coming from the sky. A big Juggernaut thing showing up and throwing a zombie in the middle of your freaking patch. Stuff like that.
Do I hear wrestling in the background?
Yes, that's me again.
No, that's cool. I recognize the type of talking.
I mean, I could turn it down if it's annoying.
No, it's not a big deal. I just want to know if it was wrestling, if I was hearing it correctly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Impact Wrestling.
That used to be James and I tradition.
Yeah, we gotta go get your suit.
Every Monday and Thursday. In fact, I went to WrestleMania in 2003, I think it was.
Poor wrestling.
Is Lisa still there, James?
No.
Oh, never mind. Wait, was she already there in 03?
I think so.
Yeah, so it must have been 03. Because Tubby and I went.
Yeah.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was a blast. I mean, we got seated like on the kind of next to the stage, so I didn't get to see much of the matches except on the big screen, but it was a blast. The whore who lived next door to James made me a giant sign to take with me.
So we covered that topic, that one. Oh!
What else you got?
Simple question. Simple question is, when they turn normal television shows into movies, have you ever noticed that the movie itself just seems like one long episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
There isn't too... Oh, go ahead, Kara.
There's some shows that I wouldn't mind seeing a movie of just because I want to watch it for more than an hour.
Well, and there's some shows that it'd be nice to see what they could do with more freedom. But then you look at The Simpsons, and they didn't step it up at all. Like,
Yeah.
it was just like watching Fox from 7 or 6:30 to 8. 3 episodes of The Simpsons. You know?
Well, I bring this
If you're
up
going to
because
go that far and you're going to make a TV show into a movie, take advantage of the fact that you can do things you can't do on cable. You know,
Yeah.
expand the characters.
Well, you didn't like them showing Bart Simpson's penis? I mean, that was something they don't usually show.
Yeah, but I mean, like, doing that one thing, you know, I don't know. I just think they could have went further with it.
kind of like how South Park did.
Yes.
It still seemed like an episode, but they took advantage of the fact, oh, we're not constrained by this? Okay. Fuck,
So you
shit,
had
damn.
a song called Uncle Fucker in the first 2 minutes of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know that Imagination Land was supposed to be the next movie, but they couldn't get a studio to buy it, so they just made it into 3 episodes?
Sounds about right.
And lucky me, Book of Mormon's going to be out here in the fall down in Los Angeles, so we're going to try and go. Bring the kids down, James. It'll be good, wholesome family fun.
No.
You don't have to worry, because I'm getting the look of death over here.
Yeah.
She just turned and looked at me like, don't tell him to bring his kids. What in the hell is wrong with you?
Well, here's a funny thing. The reason why I brought that item up is because if you watch, like, the Dragon Ball Z animated movies,
Yeah.
they seem the same way. It's a longer episode. But, saying that, it's actually like a shorter season, but a longer episode.
I was going to say, I'll disagree with you on that point, because if it was supposed to be 3 episodes together, it would just be 1 episode of them finding the villain, and then another hour of them going, we're not strong enough! We cannot defeat him! And then you'd have 6 sequels before they'd finally go, we must try something we've never tried before.
Exactly.
We must go to the ultimate 8-person combination death ray attack. It didn't work, now what do we do? Speaking of which, have you watched DBZ in a nutshell recently, James?
Yeah. The one where they have Frieza and Cell?
Yeah, the one we used to watch all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to watch it again.
I'm going to
It's been a
destroy
while.
these stupid humans with my powerful attacks and my really powerful hands. Yeah.
Man, I can't stand watching Dragon Ball Z anymore in retrospect.
You know, there's a new one. I haven't watched any of it, but apparently there's a 3rd season, or a 3rd series of it out now.
You talking about
takes
Dragon
place
Ball Z
after-
Kai?
Yeah.
Is it?
I haven't watched any of it.
Do they have parts where like they unleash attacks that takes like, I don't know, like 10 episodes to unleash?
Yeah.
That for,
Again, Dragon Ball Z Abridged would be a lot better.
I never watched, I never finished GT, so
My vegetables.
I don't know.
Almost all the vegetables.
Watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged, man.
Okay. I got as far as seeing, like, Baby and when he made the mock Earth or whatever, and I don't know.
I got a whole rant for GT coming up later. No. Fuck GT. Fuck GT. Fuck it.
Oh yeah, GT.
Fuck
is
GT
so
like the
good.
music nowadays. Fuck it. No. That and the Bat credit card are like the top 2 things I'm going to hit with a hammer. No GT. No GT. It never happened. It never existed. Even the creator of the show is like, F this. I do not want to know its existence.
Really?
I don't care.
You mean Goku becoming a kid again wasn't kosher with them?
The guy that made Dragon Ball disavowed the knowledge of GT.
Wow.
He was actually
So
on
I
record
guess
saying, no, I do not sanction that at all. That makes no damn
Just liquid
sense.
Z then, huh?
Alright, I'm back, sorry.
Wait, you left?
I found that funny
Just how
because...
much people actually notice I'm around.
Wow, really? But yeah, GT, no. No. Like I said, even the original creator was like, no, fuck that. Never happened.
I'm still pissed they didn't make Pan a Super Saiyan. The first female Super Saiyan. How can you blow that opportunity?
Yeah, they missed that by a mile and a half. And there were plenty of chances for her to become one, so...
Yeah, they had a chance to make history, but they pussied out.
GT in general pussied out. But then again, they broke the laws of their own physics for... Well, they broke the laws of GT... GT broke the laws of physics for Z. Because they pointed out plain as day that Gohan is unable to go Super Saiyan. Ultimate Gohan is that. That's it. That was done. And yet, when you go to GT, he went Super Saiyan.
Well, didn't he in that movie where the robot took over the future, like the movie that shows why sent back in time?
I know where you're going, and I can almost preempt that for one thing. The robots that took over the future, or whatever, that was from Cell Saga. The logical timeline, quote unquote, was supposed to be Goku died before 17 and 18 were awakened. So then everyone else went to, the rest of the, quote, Z-Fighters went to fight the androids, got destroyed, and then 17 and 18 went unrivaled. So that was before the whole Boo thing, which would kick off the Ultimate Gohan story arc, whatever. So at that time, Gohan was just a Super Saiyan.
Damn it! I'm being attacked. My feet are put through the coffee table, and she's taking great pleasure in tickling them, trying to make me make loud noises while you're talking to me.
Like, damn it, wasn't a loud noise?
Yeah.
I'll keep my comments to myself.
Well, I'm actually going to have to get going. I got a lot of homework to get done.
Alright, man.
So, I'm going to bow out of this one, but I should be around next week, no problem.
I'm planning on doing one on Monday on next week, too. So, well,
okay,
it'll still be our Sunday, but...
Alright, I'll be available.
I gotta work.
No problem. Like I said, it's probably going to be our Sunday, but okay.
Alright, nice talking to you guys. I'll catch y'all later.
Alright, later, man.
Bye.
Right, bye.
Bye.
Alright, now that we've covered pretty much all the topics that were on the list... We didn't stay on any one topic long, did we?
Today's just one of those days, I guess.
But we covered a lot of the simple topics. So if there's any other topics y'all want to bring up for the next one, write them down so you don't forget. And we'll bring them up.
And I actually talked more in this one. A new personal best, I guess.
You have 5 sentences.
I talked less.
So y'all just tagged out on that one, that's all. But with that being said, we'll go ahead and end it so y'all have time to come up with items for next week.
Oh, can't we just talk? Suck. No, that's alright.
Well, keep in mind, doing interviews will be more of a one-on-one thing. So work on questions for those too.
Alright.
And yeah, we'll also post those up.
We'll do a vice versa interviews, because that way it's not so, like, one-sided.
Interviews.
Interviews can go both ways. One interview one person, then back around later.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Just make sure you work on getting questions. Alright?
Be sure to remind me of these things. Keep hitting me up on Facebook.
I'll send you a reminder, don't worry. I'll send you both a reminder. Because I remind everybody when I forget.
Reminder.
I do.
I stalk your Facebook walls anyways, so it works.
Oh, good going. Ninja, samurai. Okay.
Yeah, you can't be ninja around me.
Wow. Alright, well, I'll leave you all with that. This actually covered a lot of topics. So, And yeah, we will have discussions later. Again, interviews and whatnot, and I'll put up a new game list that I play when my thumb gets better. So, yeah. I'll edit it. I'll do what I can to edit, you know, take out some of the big long spaces.
Yeah.
And of course I'll put a random picture on top. Just like I did last time. So, later.
Be careful you don't get copyrighted for that.
Oh yeah, I know, right? Oh Lord, you used a picture. Heaven forbid! And then they watch the video and go, oh my gosh, they're using English. That's copyright under the USA Code of, like, copyright. Because William Shakespeare used it at some point in time in England.
Oh no! They talked about Dragon Ball Z. Shut it down!
How dare you speak about video games? How dare you, you native people? How dare you name countries and name names and...
They don't get copyrighted just because you had a Canadian in here.
I should just look for a Dragon Ball Z picture and put it up there and see if it gets copyrighted, just so I can say, this video was copyrighted because we mentioned English language. Oh, now that I say that, you know, I'm going to keep that in. I'm going to keep that into the video, just so people know. I am going to be evil enough to look for videos or pictures that are copyrighted, just so I can put it up there so I can say, yes, we were copyrighted for the fact that we had the English language used in this video.
A cat meowed. Copyright.
We made mention of video games by name. We mentioned names.
Actually, before we end this, there's some with that. A couple videos that I've watched. You're literally not allowed to sing a full song from start to end, or you'll get copyrighted.
But yet there's movies on YouTube.
Yeah.
Full movies. Oh, I shit you not. There's full movies. You can actually look up verses for the movie and get the full movie on YouTube now.
Yeah, I know. I've watched a couple movies through YouTube.
But, ooh, that's what we could do. For next podcast, we could actually do game reviews.
Oh, that'll be interesting, I think.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun times with this stuff. Alright, well, talk to y'all later. I got some editing to do.
Okay, bye.
Later.
Bye, everybody.